You guys, episode 19 is underway.
Here we are.
Whew.
Last week's was deep. I feel like we need to go a little.
It got weird going from Latrell Sprewell to the things we went into for the Olympics.
Yes, it was a good talk.
Weird orgasm sounds and stuff like that. And we didn't get to the prison story.
We didn't get to it. So how has everybody's week been? Zach,
good.
Okay,
It's
all
good.
right.
Hanging
John?
with the kids and doing all that stuff, and about to do some vacationing.
Woo.
Damn,
Excited.
dude, go to South Memphis or North Memphis?
Go to South Memphis, baby.
So that's like Deep Impact Memphis. That's not like Armageddon Memphis.
Yeah,
Armageddon Memphis.
that's actually North Memphis is Armageddon.
That is
Memphis, actually. Yeah.
So people are still kicking down my door, just trying to find out the prison story. So we're gonna make this a quick episode today. I know. I don't understand why people are still asking.
I told them to keep asking. We're not going to talk about it, but whatever.
I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them the story finally, and we'll get it out of the way.
Okay.
Oh God, this is all right.
Your audio is kind of acting weird too, which is weird.
Set the scene for us. Like give us like a week ahead, like a week before you actually got locked up.
I'm at a party up in. I'm gonna not disclose where it was at.
What time of year is it?
I'm 21, so I'm 34 now. So I don't know. Do the simple math. Anyways,
what time of year was it? Like summer?
No, it was like winter in Arizona, which is only 3 months out of the year. So chances are
73 degrees outside.
73 degrees.
Yeah.
So
dry heat.
Very dry heat. So we're at a party. I'm young. We're at a party up in a different location, and a friend of ours that we were at starts talking insane shit to somebody on the phone. Said people.
So I got this. You got to hear this dream I just got.
Is it about the
right
what?
now?
No, like this really cool dream we got.
I just saw it pop up in the email. Hold on.
Right now?
Yeah, this dream's really good.
Okay.
Can we do our part now?
I love that there's no schedule to this podcast whatsoever. Like we're actually going to hear the prison story.
We're going to do the prison story, and John's like,
and then
nope,
John,
I gotta do it.
and then John the shaman's like, hold on a second, I have a dream.
Breaking dreams coming in right now.
Breaking the my shaman senses just perked up here.
John the shaman, keeping you on track. All you gotta do is touch his big old sack of mail.
I got the same email because I have that email open on my computer. It did, and a dream did just pop up. He's really not making
We
it
will
up.
postpone the prison story, everybody. I'm
so
sorry.
what we're going to try
we'll
to do
tell
is
it at
try
the end
to
of the
keep
episode.
Yeah, for sure. Next summer. So this dream kind of harkens back to one of our first episodes where I brought up the idea, kind of where we got the gist of this, where I was picturing a giraffe family attack Zach and his family and kill them in the dream.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
I remember that.
So
this
actual dream from a guy. He says he's a guy.
His name is Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah, no, he is a white basketball player. No, so it's Keith Van Horn. So anyway, he starts off by just saying, "Hey, I had a dream recently where it kind of remembered or maybe remind me of the previous dream you guys talked about where Zach being killed by the giraffes. Already, you know this dream is going to be super awesome."
Because Zach gets killed by giraffes.
He goes, "I've always had a thing for wolves or coyotes or pack animals like that. Well, one day in this dream, I was walking my wife and kids through a zoo. I became a wolf and killed my own family. I woke up from it howling, not actually howling, but the dream ended with me as a wolf howling after I killed my family. What are your thoughts?"
Huh.
So we talked about Gacy on the last episode and Dahmer. So
could you imagine having a dream where you kill your family? Like outside being a serial killer, you are a werewolf or a coyote.
I don't know if Paul killed his family because he won't tell me on the phone the prison story because he wants to save it for the podcast. And listen, I think this dream is very interesting, but I'm a little upset.
I didn't kill anybody in my family. Okay, let's just put it that way. But this is good. This is pressing.
This seems like a very Dexter type thing where it's like he's got like something deep inside of him, you know.
Maybe he doesn't like his family.
He's got like some Zach Myers level anger that he just like, but like I let mine out because if I didn't, I'd probably murder everyone too.
Gripes.
I think he just keeps pushing it down and pushing it. We're gonna read about this guy is what I think.
It's like Tenet or like Inception, where he like continuously kills his family every night because he's so pissed off at life.
Oh, like a Groundhog Day, but for murder.
Yes,
oh, that's terrible, man. You
but I thought that was a
imagine?
good dream.
Can you imagine having like a dream like that where it's literally just like this Groundhog Day, but you just murder people you love and you just wake up like anxiety ridden?
How do you break that cycle? Like in Groundhog's Day, where he has to do everything completely different just to,
I don't know. That's wild, dude.
Imagine just like, I mean, this is going to sound really graphic and
Jesus.
No, but like imagine being in that dream, you become a werewolf, and you just like rip apart the stroller, killing it. Like I can't even imagine. Oh God! But here's the kicker. What if he woke up?
There's a kicker,
and he actually was actually a wolf. He was actually a wolf in real life, dreaming that he was a guy with a family, having a dream that he was a wolf. Can animals have dreams? That's what I'm curious about.
That is a great question. I'm sure there's an answer somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Like, imagine
100%.
because
dogs for sure.
Dogs all the time. You hear them fucking
dog
running
hunter
when they
does, for
run.
sure.
You ever watched the videos?
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever watched the video? There's the one dog where he's like having a dream, he starts running, but he's laying down, and all of a sudden his body gets up and he hits the wall.
It's like
hard as
sleepwalking.
hell. Hold on, we got to get that. We're gonna put that in there.
Like I know we talked about last or 2 weeks ago with Collective Soul about the zoo amphitheater, but imagine those animals. They know concerts in town. They know Shinedown's in town with Collective Soul and Charles Sprewell, and the concussion start or whatever. They hear this guitar.
The rhinos break loose.
But imagine those at night. They go to sleep after the shell shock of the 2-hour Shinedown event, and they have a dream where they're like, "What?" Like the baby hippo wakes up the next morning and he tells his mom and dad in the cave. They're like, "Mom, I had a dream where I ate
Zach Myers and his family.
I actually killed Zach because he played the monster solo way too fucking loud, and I was distressed and I killed him." Like I want to believe that animals are able to kind of see people's faces, which obviously they can, and kind of figure out who's who. But where they're like, "Motherfucker, I know that guitar tone." And like half the animals have a dream where they're like, "We got to kill Zach." I think that'd be kind of cool. Not in like real life, but like a thing to analyze.
That's cool. You hear that, Zach?
I did hear that. I think I told you guys before. Like I used to have like actual stress dreams about Michael Myers, like trying to kill me. Even though I was obsessed with Michael Myers, I would wake up like to this day. Again, like I live out in it's dark out here. There ain't no streetlights.
Yeah, Calcutta.
So
Calcutta, Memphis.
If I'm like here by myself, man, like I'm still a little freaked out. And now I'm worried about fake Latrell Sprewell killing me. So I actually have a little bit of more.
That's a real
reason.
thing.
Speaking of getting anxiety from murdering people, about a year ago,
you murdered somebody and you have anxiety about it.
Yeah. I actually, guys, I wanted to confess something real quick, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, there's a guy in my trunk.
Yeah. My car smells really bad. It was the end of the night, and at the end of the night, you get lofty ambitions, and you'll start like, I'm going to watch a movie. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to start.
Sure,
I'm
going to start a show.
Yeah, I started a movie. It was already 2:30 in the morning. I was already tired. It was a stupid thing to do, but I started Uncut Gems.
Oh my God, the biggest panic attack of my life.
So
very sweaty.
Oh, I get so anxious in that. I can't watch that movie.
I
again.
literally watched the first 5 minutes and I'm like, I can't watch this and go to sleep. Like this is like,
no, you're going to be awake the rest of the night.
Zach's got to rob a jewelry store.
So at the end of it, I 5 minutes in, I'm like, I'm going to bed. Never watched it again. Last night, I watched it in bed.
And the ending, you literally got up and just started shaking your wife.
I kind of saw it coming.
What the fuck?
No, I kind of actually, everybody was talking to me about the ending. I kind of saw the ending coming. Like, you know what I mean?
I didn't. Because I was like, oh shit, he came out of it. Like he won. Like he's good. Like
that one guy was so crazy. The dude, I was like, this guy. Yeah, that guy was like this guy, but I thought it was a great for a serious role. I mean, he's great in Reign Over Me too.
Yep.
But as in a serious role, man, that guy he's a good actor, man. He really is.
Oh,
but dude,
100%.
I was having an anxiety attack the entire, those scenes in like movies where you're like, somebody's looking through the person's house and the person's about to come home. It's fucking 2 hours of that. It's just 2 hours of that. And you're like, oh my, he gets himself into a situation every 2 minutes. And you're like, oh dude, this is like making me
but it's
nervous.
so stressful, right? Like you get secondhand anxiety. You're like, oh my God,
Dude,
like what is like,
It's a sweaty,
so
frantic.
nervous.
How it's like so sweaty and just you kind of just like, oh, you can't get comfortable watching that movie.
it's cringeworthy, right? Like you're just,
You can't, man.
I hate seeing the downfall of like people just be corrupt. This got me actually thinking though. I know Paul and I joke with Zach about Ollie being bougie, or I guess the kids bougie in general, but
both of them.
I'm trying to picture Ollie. If Ollie was a serial killer, I'm talking like a really good one. I picture him being like a really bougie, where like the gloves he wears are like special leather, like designer,
like
jeans.
Bruno Mali gloves, like
his
OJ wore.
goggles are like really good like welding goggles. Like he's a very high maintenance killer. Like that's where he
like
after
a
he kills
Dexter.
Right, where he like sucks the duck meat off a victim, or like I picture him like a really bougie killer.
Okay, I have a question. Why would he have duck meat on a victim?
Well, that's his thing. That's his MO. They're like, God damn it, the duck guy is here again. Son of a bitch.
Do you think he would be like a Hannibal, like because he's very particular about his food? Like,
well, I saw a video of Zach and his kids in a moonwalk and how he attacked some of the stuff in this moonwalk. I picture Ollie could pull off being a killer.
I think
he's just very aggressive.
I don't know. He's very smart. That's what creeps me out. It's a little scary how smart he is. Like I think I told you guys before, we took him in at 18 months and the doctor was like, yo, man, this kid's like 4.5, 5-year-old level, which is weird because he still can't read yet. He's 5 now. He's learning. He's about to start learning. But like,
well, neither can we, so.
But his yeah, that's true. The three of us can't read it. It's his situational wherewithal of what's around him and like his conversation skills are out of this world.
Well, like when I saw him last,
and have been for 3 years.
I cracked like a dad joke, like a kid joke, where it's like, I chuckled to myself. He looked at me. It was just like he like analyzed it. Just looked at me, just like kind of shrugged his shoulders, like that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah. Right? He goes, "Oh, okay, that's a cool joke."
He doesn't. Right. He never like we never baby talked him. We never really did any of that stuff. And I think that might be where that came from a little bit. But yeah, that's just how he is, man. He's always been.
Does
that way.
Paul baby his daughter?
do I?
How are you with like obviously if you have to yell at her, but being a girl dad?
No. I don't see you yelling at your daughter.
No,
right.
I really don't. But here's the thing. She also doesn't get over, like, she knows, like, hey, now it's serious time. Like, you got to listen. And she's like, okay. Like, and that's the thing is because.
Was she always like that even when she was younger? Like, because like Avery is really hard to deal with sometimes.
She used to have her moments. She used to have her moments of like, and I'd be like, hey, I've never spanked her. What we did, and that's the great thing that me and her mom are good at co-parenting, is we both have the same rules at our house. So it's not like, hey, you get to go over to mom's and do whatever you want, or you get to come over to dad's and do it. It's like, hey, this is the rule. Like, it's time to go to bed. Well, I can't sleep, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. So, but never spanked her, would take things away from her. Like, hey, we're taking this away. Like, you got to earn it back.
Here's a question for you guys. You guys find a pack of cigarettes in one of your kids' pockets. Obviously, when they're like, say 16, whatever, older, not now. I mean, now I think that'd be an issue, but what is your reaction as a father to your kids? When you find a pack of cigarettes, and they kind of like, what's your thought?
I mean, I've never smoked in my life. So
either have I.
I would hope that would not be a thing. Because we always talk about how gross it is on this podcast.
But Bethany loves to smoke though.
Chain smoker, couple packs a day.
She doesn't. She a side story, when we found out we were pregnant, right after we went to Hawaii, Shinedown was playing shows there, and the smell of somebody smoking like really bothered her. And we were walking around in Honolulu, and I was like, it felt like everybody smoked cigarettes. everyone, like anybody. There was no like, and maybe I was hypersensitive to it, but there was no place where you didn't smell it. And it was like she had to like stop like every like 200 feet and be like, I'm gonna throw up.
Dude, when we first moved to Arizona, you were allowed to smoke in a restaurant. Like they had smoking areas.
Oh,
dude, it's so gross. Like I can't even
like-
like when you guys do the shows at like Mohegan Sun or these places where they still allow smoking in some areas, it's just like, come on, man.
dude, when people
I hate
are
that
like
kid.
like will like put out like we'll be smoking and then just stop smoking to eat real quick and then start smoking. I'm like, Also, I'm the same way with people who smoke like early in the morning. Like what? How do you do this? Like 8:30 in the morning.
You gotta go have like a cigarette before you start your day. It's like a cigarette and a
garbage
coffee. It's like,
My mom
Yeah, but
does it. I gotta get my mom to
that's
stop
like-
smoking.
That's like Zach's urge to do like a sex piston in the morning. Like we can't cigarettes and Zach's lust for
Zach's sex is his favorite position.
that thing you have to do it every morning. Like someone
Thomas the
smokes a
fuck
cigarette-
train over there.
Yeah, someone that smokes a cigarette looks at you and you're like, you gotta do that same shit every morning. God damn it, man!
I gotta
So bad
stretch
for the
though before I
tracks.
do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyway, if I found cigarettes with my kids, I would not be happy, but I would talk to them and be like, hey man, there's other options, you
smoke
little
some.
gross shithead.
There's better, worse things you can do. Like cigarettes are not. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, look, but here's the thing: when your kids are old enough to start learning about drinking and whatnot, like, are you going to be one of those parents who's like, absolutely not, or like, hey, if you're going to do it where I know where you're at or under this roof?
No, I think it's one of those things where it's like, here, do it the first time, get just rip roaring drunk.
Get them to where they just never want to do it again.
And then you just never want to do it again. I think that's going to be
You're just pouring shots. You have Porter come over. All right, get the 42 out and let's fuck it. You're going rounds with
We're gonna Bill
Chris.
Murray bartend this shit. Everyone's getting tequila shots all the time, over and over and over.
It's
The
just
worst.
John, just tall cans of Coors Light, just
Duct tape some
man.
Edward 40 hands.
just
Dude,
bottles
play
of
Edward Forty
wine.
Hands. Yeah, dude, just getting them ripped up, like give them like wine before liquor. Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
If you're
just get
liquor
'em
before
ripped.
beer, you're in the clear. Yeah.
Wine before liquor, never sicker, right? Isn't that the
Dude, I tell you what,
Something
though, I
like
could
that.
suck down a good bottle of Riesling, and after that, I could literally drink piss out of an orangutan. I don't even give a shit.
I thought he was gonna say I could suck down a bottle of any dude, and he didn't say that.
What?
say?
What?
He did say I could drink piss straight out of an orangutan.
I can't believe we made it to 19 episodes of banter
Man.
like this.
I love that we haven't even talked about how the fact that we don't have sponsors.
None, zero,
Either.
like
Zero
or
sponsors.
yeah. Kelsey
It's
was
starting
nice
to
enough to
pick
come
up,
on,
though.
but
They are starting to pick up, though, in terms of our reach is growing.
Oh, for sure. No, more people
Reach
listen to the
around?
More people listen to the podcast every week.
Yes, no, 100%.
Speaking of parentals and being parents, dude, some parents in public are just creatures, dude. Mongoloids.
yes,
The worst people. Last week, we took Ollie and Avery to this place called the Children's Museum. Super cool, like a really interactive, fun, learning type place. They have like 2 fire trucks you can
those
go
are
in.
fun. Yeah, those are.
They
a lot
have
of
like
fun.
fully functioning things, and then they were at the there's an airplane. FedEx donated an airplane, so like you can like put packages on the belt and then roll the belt and it goes up and the package.
This isn't in Memphis, is it? This has got to be somewhere nice.
No, this is in Memphis, man. You guys literally live in 2 of the shittiest cities ever.
Fucking over here in Chirac over here.
Dude. There's Teamsters
Guantanamo Bay, Memphis,
there's-
Tennessee.
There's Teamsters and gang members who murder people every day in John's
Jimmy
in
Hoffa's
John's-
body is all over Memphis.
in John's
Literally in
neighborhood.
pieces.
And Paul literally lives in this scene of a Fast and Furious movie. And you guys are talking
Yeah.
shit about Memphis.
Mexican drift.
So the kids museum sounds like a lot of fun.
Anyway, there was Avery had went down the slide, and like most parents there are like on their phones the whole time, and like, I'm guilty of doing that a lot with my kids. If my kids are busy doing something, I'll take this time to look at the phone. This last trip home, I've recently stopped doing it. I've kind of been leaving the phone on the dresser in the room.
Cool.
Well, when I go out, I have to have it because I want to take pictures of my kids and all that. So our phone was in the pocket. Avery goes down the slide. There's a dick pics mostly. There's a huge FedEx plane where it has like the cockpit where you can like touch all the things and do all the things, and then you can put packages. Yeah, put packages in the back of a truck. Ollie just in a wife beater with his hair just flowing.
Ollie is Cyrus the Virus.
I need someone to put
Photoshop immediately.
I need someone to Photoshop Ollie.
Ollie next to Johnny 23 is Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Yeah. Oh man, that was so good. So anyway, he goes down a slide, and these other two kids who are like with each other, like I don't know if they're related or whether I imagine they are, immediately come down the slide, and like Avery's not even off the slide yet. He's trying to like scoot off the bottom of the slide and just like kick him in the back, like.
Ooh.
Because they're sliding down. They didn't look down to see who was there. And like we noticed the parents see it and the parents don't say a thing. And I look at my wife and I'm like, it's jail time.
Now I have to say something.
And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of these two parents.
This kid.
It's jail time.
The man and the woman. I'm gonna beat them both. And they're both like on their phones, clearly like playing a game because they're being very thummy.
Playing Words for Friends.
Whatever, probably with each other, you know. And so I'm just like, and then the rest of the time I notice like parents just like their kids are just off doing whatever, and they're just like staring at their phones at this place. I'm like, man, parents are fucking the worst, dude. Some parents are just creatures, utter creatures.
Okay, hold on. Coming for me and you are obviously always talking about the dad life. John, what would you do in a situation like that if your girlfriend, you know, was going down a slide and somebody kicked her in the back?
Oh shit!
Damn, dude, that was a Zach joke that Paul just made, bro.
That was a good joke.
All right, so your girlfriend's greeting people at Claire's, and somebody bumps into her at the mall. What do you do?
How do you, as a dad, intervene?
By the way, guys, John's girlfriend. How old is your girlfriend, John? 25.
Yes.
Sure.
Is she going to the Olympics for give or take?
John's like, yeah, sure. She actually looks like she kind of looks like the Olympian, the girl that did the gymnastics, the gymnastics chick that was around like years ago.
Well, she's a gymnast. So.
She's a gymnast.
Yeah.
Is she going to the Olympics for Canada anytime soon?
The Junior Olympics.
Her events actually is not the Olympics, but she's a Canadian champion. So
does she listen to this podcast?
Oh, she loves it, dude. She watches. She wants to be on the show. Like I love when you make fun of me. I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? Like,
first off, you don't make fun of her. I make fun of her.
Well, no, she loves declared. She loves that joke. Like every time she goes to a ball, she'll send me a picture of it.
How old is Erin?
Tell
the truth.
She's 25.
Okay, I was right. All right, she's 25.
Yeah.
But now, for anybody
if
who
no one's ever seen Erin,
small girl, yeah,
she looks like the world, like America's babysitter.
She has a
25 years old
backpack. Yeah,
she looks like America's babysitter at 25. She looks like every babysitter ever cast in any Disney movie of all time.
Or the babysitter killed in every slasher movie that's killed in the first 20 minutes.
100%. She's like the sweetest person, but she is very, very small. And she looks very, very young. Like
she's 2 feet tall.
Incredibly young. Yeah. She's actually like
So John, how do you intervene in a situation where your kid is being bullied or whatever? Like, what do you do? Or your girlfriend?
I don't know, man. Like so I guess I always wish I don't wish any ill will on people, but
I know what you're going to say, and I agree with you.
I'm never around when I see someone bullied, or I'm never around when I see someone being racist or homophobic. And sure,
did you say I'm never around when I see someone?
Or no, I'm never around
when you hear about.
I never see someone being mean to someone that's handicapped or bullying a kid. And I always pray that, man, I want to know what my reaction would be if I saw it. Now, for me, seeing it means that kid has to go through a thing, which I don't want to deal with. But I'm just like, man, I don't know, man. Like, it's super, because you guys try to raise your kids right, but here you have parents that don't give a shit. It's just kind of, you can't be these kids' parents too, but you also have to let this kid know, someone does, that you can't go through your whole life being a fucking asshole either.
See, and to chime on that is like, back in the day, if I was being a shithead, my dad would walk up and fucking hit me in the back of the head and be like, hey,
Or my
knock it
friends'
off.
parents, 100%.
They would do the same thing. Hey, don't be a
right.
fucking dick. And I'd be like, oh shit, okay. Like,
Right.
But
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, if you hit your kid, and it's like, oh, Jesus criminy. Like,
Yeah,
it's a whole thing.
I always say like I only twice have I seen it. You know, I've seen the guy blare by me in the car going 100 miles an hour in a 40, and the cop will be there one time. You know, it happened. It's happened
catch him.
100.
Yeah.
It's happened. And then we talked about the Heelys thing on like one of the first episodes where I saw the kid eat shit
Best
on the
karma.
Heelys, and it was the best.
Oh,
Yep.
so good.
But kind of along the same lines, like you guys know me, like I'm not a fast driver, but I do drive the Tesla, and it is, I've talked about it before. It's a very fast car, faster than I would like it to be, actually, probably. Yesterday it was my dad's, not yesterday, whatever.
Sunday?
My dad's birthday.
Your dad's birthday was recently.
My dad's birthday was Monday, and so
Yesterday.
we took him. Yeah, yesterday, according to this podcast. We took him to eat, and we took him to Bass Pro Shop. It was just me and the boys and my dad. And anytime I have the boys in the car, I get on the interstate, and some jackhole is like coming up behind me and like right on my tail, and like getting beside me and then staying beside me and like trying to like one up me and like do the car. I'm like, and it's always, dude, it's my
Mustang.
son. My son likes 4 cars. And it's only the cars my son likes. It's a Charger, a Challenger, a Mustang, or a Corvette.
Yeah, there
Every
you go.
single time.
He's a
I
muscle.
want to race a Tesla. It's like, okay.
No, you don't, dude. No, you don't. You
No.
don't want to race a Tesla. There was a guy in a Maserati too that he was actually kind of being cool, but he was like riding my ass. But yeah, I'm with you. Like my kids are always in my car when that happens. I'm like, dude, if my kids weren't in the car right now, I would eat your fucking lunch right now.
Okay, real quick. I got a quick story.
I can't wait to hear about Paul going 120
in a Ford Windstar full of hay
this is
bales.
something-
Fast and
something-
Furious Mexico
So,
Drift.
When it comes to my
Sedona,
kid, I'm
Arizona
obviously
edition.
yes, 100%. When it comes to my kid, I'm very protective. I had, and my Cadence was tiny in a car seat, not even a year old, and I used to have to drive around to get her to fall asleep. And there was this guy. It was probably 10, 11 o'clock at night. Guy pulls up behind me, rides my ass, and then like backs off, and then cuts in front of me, and was like just trying. And I absolutely pulled out my gun. I was like, "Yo, motherfucker! Like, you're not gonna do this with my kid in the car. I will end you before you can do anything." Because it's one of those things. Like, if my kid's in the car, man, like, please do not fuck with me, because I will.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
It'll be over real fast.
I've never pulled out my gun while driving ever. I've never had to.
You never lived.
Yeah.
I've been lived.
I almost did one time because there's this dude behind me on the interstate, and like it was like packed, and I was in the left lane, and like you know what? I've got this is a gripe.
You better watch out. You better be nice, or you might find yourself in Zach's gripes.
All right,
Zach
crap
shows
time.
up at a drive-through. I asked for bacon bits, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Pull the gun out on the guy.
give me that fucking bacon bits. I
Why
said
don't you
no
open on
mayo.
Sunday? Why don't you open on Sunday?
No fucking ranch.
You know what? We'll just do my gripe. We'll just do my gripes now. It's fine. I got a couple of them. I got a couple
hate
today.
blue gum.
So anyway, we're talking about what the fuck were we just talking about?
Pulling out a gun
you-
while
oh,
your
yeah,
kid's in
pulling
the
a
car.
gun on
So
the
I
church
was-
parishioners.
Here's one of my here's one of my gripes. Listen, people. I'm gonna start looking at the camera when I do my gripes. The passing lane is still the passing lane. It's still the passing lane, even if it's not going as fast as you want it to be. I'm still passing
Correct.
people. Just because I'm not going 100 miles an hour, I'm still going at least 10 over the speed limit and going,
Yes.
I'm passing the people. The same with the people who get in the passing lane and go 10 under the speed limit. Get the fuck out of the passing lane. But when I'm in the passing lane and I'm passing people, don't ride my ass. That is annoying as shit.
I drive
So
45
annoying.
minutes. I drive 45 minutes to work every single day.
Ugh,
Can you imagine that shit?
Dude.
Like, oh, it's
dude, the worst, man.
infuriating.
So another gripe I have is people
People that don't use the passing lanes.
people who don't use the passing lane. But don't, if you have a trailer or something, you should probably check your you should probably check your shit. I'm gonna get JR to put a video in here. It's me driving, leaving the children's museum, there's a trailer and there's a climbing hook, a metal climbing hook dragging underneath the trailer. That's fine.
It's like that scene from Lethal Weapon 4, two guys fighting in a thing of tarp.
Yeah, on a mobile home that's on the back of a car.
Jesus.
So
Rest in peace, Richard Donner.
Yeah, shout out Richard Donner, just died last week. We miss you, one of the greatest of all time. So there's a metal climbing hook that obviously is for attaching something that was on this trailer. It's a flat back trailer. And it's dragging underneath this. The van has a trailer.
I always hope that it gets caught in the wheels and flips over.
It's just sparking and sparking and sparking, almost going in the wheel. Here's the problem. I don't mind it sparking. If it went in the wheel, actually, that'd be kind of funny because he'd just flip his trailer.
Yes.
There is a gas can with gas in it sitting. Dude, when I say if the chain is dragging here, the gas can is right here. There's a video. I'll get JR to put the video in right here. Insanity. I was just sitting there going, I hope this car blows up. I know I'm behind it. I'm probably going to get a little bit, probably going to get some debris on me. I hope this car blows up.
You're in a Tesla. You'll be fine.
This is worse.
My car will just reroute around it.
Yeah. Zach does like a Final Destination 2 where he just like the Tesla that kills everyone.
Dude. It's like the new updated version of Knight Rider. It's just a Tesla, but it's still David Hasselhoff and he murders people.
Just has the fart noise.
Every time it murders someone, it just makes the fart noise. Dude, my kids love that. My kids love
I know
that.
they do. I've seen it. Like,
I got a video of them just sitting there laughing at the fart noise. All right, next gripe.
Gripes.
Damn, we're in it.
Oh, we're in it today.
We're living it.
Listen here.
I can picture that trailer though. That's what's really making it funny for me because I can picture.
I always want to see it get caught in the wheel and just fucking boom,
or just something.
I'm texting it to y'all right now. Dude, it was insanity. Like every car, like you could kind of notice, like every car that was around there, like or would get behind it was like, yo, we're not staying back here. Like we're leaving this. This is not.
We're
like
dodging.
Safe,
dodging this.
This is not a safe place to be. I just sent you guys a video of it.
What's your other gripe?
My other gripe is listen here. Shopping cart people.
Hold on, you might offend me here.
You lazy fucks. Do you know how many fucking shopping cart things there are that you can literally just go up to and you can put your fucking shopping cart in? I was at Costco the other day. I've made videos about this before and put it on Instagram. People put shopping carts in a parking space at a packed Costco. The fucking thing to return the shopping carts it's 20 feet away. Let me tell you something. Take your fucking lazy ass and bring your fucking shopping cart back, you lazy fucking turd. I hate you. You're the worst kind of person. You're the worst. I fucking hate you.
Gripes.
Obviously when it snows up here in the winter, you get like these grocery stores, whether it's Costco or BJ's or whatever, these wholesale places with the big oversized carriages.
Yeah.
But the plows up here, they'll leave the shopping carts in the middle of a snowstorm in a random parking spot. Well, they get plowed into a huge pile into the parking lot. Literally, it's the snow melts. You see like handlebars and like wheels and pieces. It's the funniest thing because it's like there's a pile
because they'll leave them and they'll
laziness.
What you're saying is people leave the shopping carts and they'll plow the snow.
And the plows won't see them.
So then somebody will pull up to a snow embankment and just slam into a shopping cart.
It's like that wall of 300, but instead of dead Persians, it's like just dead shopping carts.
Oh my God, dude. I've posted so many videos on Instagram of me talking about my hatred of people who are too lazy. And you know what I do most of the time? I bring my shopping cart up back to the store. I don't even put it in one of the bins because there's always some kid, especially like if it looks like it even might have the remote chance of being some sort of weather, rain, snow. I always bring it back because there's always some kid in the rain pushing 80 shopping carts.
Right.
You know, getting pelted.
That's got to be
Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump. Just like, oh, dude, the worst job.
Do you know how stressful that job must be with like you have like 1,000 cars and you're trying to push that in a straight line across the crosswalk back to the store. Wheels are going everywhere. People are honking. Dude, just sickening.
The worst.
Sickening.
And then you got fucking Karen who leaves her fucking car or shopping cart in the middle. I just sent you guys a picture. My car is to the left. There's 2 shopping carts in a parking spot. The parking thing is 1 spot away. The cart thing where you leave the carts was 1 spot away from where the picture I was seeing. All right, my last gripe is with myself. And all
he
of us.
He hates your gripes.
Are we talking about gripes on Zach now?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Let me
Come on.
Let me get my phone. Hold on. Let me give me a second.
Let me check my notepad.
He's got a fucking trapper keeper of notes.
Actually, you know what? It's a gripe. It's a gripe about all of us because we all do it. I think my temper may be worse with it. Think of the fact of where we are now in history. That think of the fact that just 20 years ago, only 20 years ago, when I was 18 years old, I couldn't go to this device that I'm holding and go, "Hey, I want the exact address to this restaurant." But now, only a mere 20 years later, if it doesn't do it in 0.8 seconds, we get so fucking mad that we like throw our phones.
You want everything instant gratification, right?
You have to have it right now. Think about that. Think about the fact of how frustrated we get at something that
That's insane.
5 years ago, some of the stuff we didn't have.
Like logging into Messenger with a thing with like dial up and like connecting.
Do you remember having, oh shit, what's the number? Oh, let me go look in the yellow pages because I don't know the number. Like,
back when Napster was
now
cool,
it's
downloading songs, man. Fuck,
Yo,
dude.
my wife made fun of me so bad the other day. The boys have this dune buggy, and Avery's like really not big enough to drive it yet. But I was like, "Oh, we can get some phone books and put it behind them." She's like, "Phone books?" She's like, "Who the fuck are you, Benjamin Franklin?"
Those? Yeah.
Ollie and Avery actually hire a chauffeur to drive them around their house in their toy cars.
I was like, "Yeah, that's
They
right."
don't even drive their
Have you
own
seen
cars?
a phone book lately? Dude, they're like this big. They're like a church pamphlet. They're like the smallest things you've ever seen.
Because now, I mean, it's just you just look it up in your maps and you're like, okay, cool. Like here, you know. Yeah. It's so insane. Like, I remember it's kind of funny. The first tour I ever went on real quick, we had to have Google Maps or MapQuest printed out. So every stop we went to, it was planned out. All right, hey, this is the next venue. Like this
You'd
is how
hoped
we're
whoever friend's house you were crashing at had like a printer. Because you'd be like, oh,
so
you
can
get on
map it out.
MapQuest.
Yep.
Think about just even before that, dude. Think about in the
Using
early
maps.
90s, it was all Atlas. You'd have an Atlas.
It's rating out. You're trying to fold up this stupid paper. And it's shaped like a rhombus, and you don't know what country you're in, what state, what highway. It's rating out. You missed the turn. It's the worst.
Some trucker wants to murder you.
Or at least suck you off. Yeah.
Those are two very different things. So anyway,
if you're good at it, you could murder someone.
That's my last gripe is with us and how we treat this technology that's so precious that we act like if it doesn't work in 2 seconds, my grandmother's rolling over in her grave right now, going,
it's like, if you only fucking knew, yeah.
Oh, really? You want a recipe? I had to call my mom and write the shit down by hand. It took 30 minutes. It took longer to write the recipe down than it took to make the fucking dish.
Google, how's this recipe go?
Yeah, but no, you can get on there and look up Paula Deen's fried chicken recipe in 2 seconds.
12 sticks of butter and
what was the website where we had to ask Jeeves? Like now you can literally type in, you can be a lazy fuck and literally type in not even a complete thought spelled correctly, it will suggest exactly what you're thinking. Back then you had to type out a sentence with punctuation, capitalize the question mark. I'm so grateful that we are at a time where we can literally just be fucking lazy and just fat finger find out information now.
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is the second it doesn't come to you, you get so upset that you just toss your phone across the room. Why isn't this working? You shut it down, get all mad.
The other day,
I have no service.
I wanted to punch myself in the face because the other day I'm like, we're supposed to be in 5G. It's only 4G. And as soon as I said it, I'm like, I'm going to jump out of my car and literally get run over by myself.
I'm going to run myself over.
I am a piece of shit.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have 5G. We're supposed to have 5G. It's 4G. Better than any other country in the world. We're just like,
this isn't all right. So this
I'm 10 minutes behind on the Suns game because I'm on 3G. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's another thing.
It's
I'll be like
lagging.
I'll be like, dude, I was like the other day, like I was trying to like illegally stream a UFC fight and getting like angry that I couldn't illegally stream this fight fast enough. And pop-ups kept popping up.
You're streaming like UFC Fight
Dude,
Night 6. Like
we're the most spoiled Americans,
Yes.
dude. Everybody really now with technology, not just Americans,
Yeah.
but this isn't a gripe. But
especially with the 5G in our arms.
this is another thing I want to know if you guys get extremely as excited about as I do. We've talked about this before, right? Like I don't like snakes, but like I'm not afraid. I try not to kill insects, right? I don't. I'll try to keep a spider alive and bring it outside. I'll try to keep whatever. Not a mosquito, but I have this. If a fly is in my house, I love nothing more than fucking murdering a fly.
Listen,
Nothing brings me more satisfaction.
the best fly is a dead fly.
Dude, the only good fly. What are flies good for? I'm sure
That's
there's
going on our next shirt.
Nerd.
The best fly is
The
a
best
dead
fly is a dead fly.
Yeah, but it should be our heads as the head, like us, like the eyes on the fly.
Different flies.
Like Jeff Goldblum, like reverse Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
man.
enjoy killing mosquitoes, but dude, flies. If a fly is in my house, because they're the most annoying. Can we agree they're the most annoying of insects?
Yes, 100%.
Yes, because even the ones that I hate, like I don't hate them, but like scorpions and stuff like that, like I just respect them because they're deadly. Flies serve no purpose. No purpose. They're
I
food
agree.
for
Maggots.
bitches.
I hate it.
What'd you call me?
I hate it. I was thinking about that yesterday. I killed one, and I was like, man, this is so satisfying that I just murdered this fly. It's so great. It felt so good, and like I kill a fly and like talk shit to a dead fly who couldn't understand what the fuck I was saying. Who couldn't understand what the fuck I was saying when it was alive,
All right.
and now it's dead, and I'm talking shit to this fly.
Well, listen, to wrap
kinda
up this
messed up,
episode, I'm going to tell you guys I did go to prison because I killed multiple flies.
Lots of flies. John, do you have any
They
more
were
life
actually
advice or dreams?
they're actually a gang from Northern California. I do not. No, that was good. We need to keep sending that stuff in. So sup lifeadvice@gmail.com. Send us your dreams, your worries, your advice.
Anything.
Send us
Sorry,
anything.
sorry,
Yes.
this is a short one today. I'm headed to dinner. Everybody's got to kind of go somewhere.
Ask
but
us
we did-
questions. Feel free to
send us
ask us
good
questions.
SUPlifeadvice
talk
at
about.
gmail.com is the email. SUPlifeadvice@gmail.com. Paul?
SUPlifeadvice@gmail.com.
John?
SUP life advice. Pussy advice.
Oh my God. Hey, real quick.
advice.com.
If you had to kill somebody, how would you kill them? Like, would you shoot them, stab them, beat them up? What are you doing? Zach, go.
Strangle.
Strangle. John?
Way more intimate.
Fire.
Yes. Huh? You'd set
Fire.
somebody on fire?
That's
I'd
Yes.
probably beat somebody with a baseball bat.
yeah, I'd like to.
All
do
right.
that
love the
too.
smell.
Hey,
of flesh.
episode 19.
Yep.
Love y'all. What is your hair doing?
My hair? I literally just saw myself in the thing. By the way,
So
I got my
turn
hair.
sideways again. Turn
Oh.
sideways again. I gotta see. It looks like a mullet in the back.
Zach is becoming Latrell Sprewell.
Shows pretty well.
I got my haircut last week, and I said, "Hey, listen, I want to make it short on the sides, but I want to leave the length." And she didn't leave the length, so
You look in the mirror,
My
you
hair
look
was,
like
like,
Chauncey
down to
Billups.
here.
John does the same thing with his chest hair. He says, "I want to just
goes
shave
in
the
and has it
sides, keep the
shaved.
top long."
Well, dude, it was so
I can make
long, man. It was like
I
down
would
to
make mittens out
here.
of my chest hair. I want to make mittens out of my chest hair.
All right, everybody. Episode 19. We'll
Sorry,
see
it's a
you
short one, guys. We'll
subscribe.
see you next week. Subscribe to
Like.
the YouTube, please. Check out the web store. There probably will be new stuff by the time this episode comes out. And
Yes.
we will see you on the next one, nerds. And also remember, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time is when we go live with the video version of this. And you can
Live chat.
come and live chat with all of us. Be sure to check out John's other podcast, Spear Talk, and Shinedown goes back on the road next week. Finally, we will see you
Booyah.
then.
Very good.
Later, you
Booyah, it's
freaking nerds.